Hey guys, welcome back. So where we left off last time is we have disassembled our bike. We've taken off the fairing, the gas tank, and the seat so we can have a clean install of the stereo. And now that we got our parts in, we're ready for the install. Alright, so we got all of our equipment in that we need to do this stereo install finally. We have our amp from SoundStream that we have. It's a 520, it's a Picasso Nano, 520 watt. Obviously we have rather large speakers we're going to be replacing. They're 6.5 inches, which is the standard, but the magnet on them is very large marine grade speakers, so produce a lot more sound and a lot more clarity. Other than that, you need some random wire terminals to make it all nice, neat and tidy. 14 gauge wire, crimping tools, we have double-sided tape, zip ties, line out converters, something that you're definitely going to need for this install. There's plenty on the market out there, so just follow the directions of whichever one you decide to get. We have an amp install pack. You can buy these in a kit that's fairly cheap, comes with all the wires that you need to install them, the amp to the battery. We also have some wire sleeves to make that a little nicer and tidier. That's it. This is all the tools we're going to need for our install. Next step is to take the fairing pods out of the front that hold the speakers in. So in order to do this, there's 8 bolts holding this on. There's one here, there's one here, one here. There's 3 inside here in the bottom, and then there's 2 on top. And so just so you get an idea of where these 3 are at, we'll show you how we remove them. We've already taken this one off that sits like this. So as if you see right here, the 3 bolts, there's one that sits way back in here, and then there's 2 right here. So we'll have to take those off, and we'll have to use some extensions to do that. So what we do is, the easiest way to do this is come in through the side, get a knuckle, it's an 11mm bolt, and come in here, and we're going to just break these loose a little bit. Alright, so there's those 3. Now, the 2 up here, what we have to do is, this is the fuel gauge, so we need to take this off because we can't get to this screw over here. So this plug just actually lifts up, pulls out, so we can get this out of the way right there. Alright, so we have those 2 out right there. So before I take the last one out, we actually need to unplug the speaker wire. This is speaker wire that runs from the head unit to the speaker, and this just unclips. So we'll push that in and pull that out, and then you have this extra little auxiliary switch right here, like that. And there we have it. So I'm going to be replacing that here shortly. To do that, first off, we're going to remove the old speaker. There's four screws holding that in. We'll reuse these. So we'll set these down. We'll unplug terminals right here from the old speaker, and there's the old, and here's the new one we're putting in. And just so you guys see the difference in the magnets, so these are the Boom audio from Harley, their upgraded version, versus an aftermarket that we're putting in right here. So it's going to be considerably better. Alright, so we got our wires connected. I'm going to pull a little bit of slack, get that seated, and we'll put in the same bolts that we took out. Just lined up. Alright. So now we have our new speakers in. We got plenty of wire that we can cut off the excess once we run the wire. So we'll go on and put these back into the fairing, get those set, We've reinstalled the speaker pods with our new speakers in it. We have our wires run for our new speakers. Next thing that we want to make sure that you plug in the fuel gauge that we took out and the voltmeter, because otherwise you'll have a bunch of error codes that will pop up when you start your bike back up. So we plug those back in, we're good to go there. And the next thing that we're going to be doing is wiring the amp, installing that, and also installing the line out converter. All right, so now that we've got our new speakers and our fairing pods, we've kind of ran our wires already. We haven't hooked anything up, so we'll show you how to wire those. But one thing that we did do that's noticeable is the speaker wires that we did splice into, or need to splice into, that was initially, this dongle was connected right here. We actually didn't splice into that, we just cut it off because we're not going to utilize this anymore. This is connected to the head unit, so this will actually send the signal that the radio is on. So we'll be connecting this to the line out converter. We have our speaker cords connected directly to the speakers right here. We have the power wire is the yellow wire on the line out converter. We'll go through this later. We have our amp wire run, the red wire, that's the power wire to the amp that's going to be connected to the battery. We have a power wire for our line out converter, the yellow wire that's going to be connected to the battery. We have our remote wire right here. We utilize the remote out already connected to this power port on the right pod. We just put a spliced into that. We'll be running this to the amp. We'll show you all of this in a minute. And we also have the ground. So we have the line out converter grounded to the chassis here. We have the amp grounded to the chassis here. The line out converter on both sides, it's similar. On the line out converter, there's a screw back here. We just connected it to the screw on the tray. The tray is connected to the chassis, so it's a great place to ground it. All right, guys, so I want to talk a little bit about how we have this wired up, and I'll throw a diagram up on the screen. So the speaker wires now that we have running out of the actual speakers are run and connected into the amp. Your amp may be different, but it's pretty well labeled, so it's connected directly into the amp. Now, the wires from the head unit, the original speaker wires that we have that is going to get the signal, we have these connected to our line out converter. So the left one and the right one, which is right here. We also have the remote wire from the line out converter that goes into our remote out. The one that we did over here in the where we spliced into the remote wire on the motorcycle, that runs into the remote in. So that's how we have that wired. And then obviously our ground wire for our amp, and then our power wire for our amp, and then of course the RCA cables hooking up the line out converter to the amplifier. So now that we have this all hooked up, we're ready to actually go hook up the battery and give it a test run and make sure it works. All right, so now that you see how we have the front wire, just so you get an idea of how we wired the back. So we have two power wires running through this red wire right here, which is obviously our amp wire, and the line out converter power wire right here. We've run it through this loom that we have, just so when you put the tank on, the red and yellow won't be visible. We don't want that showing and really standing out. So we ran it through the loom. We've put it through the bracket up here. There's a wire bracket, holds a lot of the wires you see already coming through here. We've run it through there up to the front, which you saw. Here we've taken off the wire harness cover. We've run these power wires down the wire harness. And a couple things I want to make sure that I do mention is that on the line out converter, we actually added an inline fuse. Didn't come with one, the particular one that I bought, and I highly suggest you put an inline fuse in on that. Obviously the amp, we have an inline fuse on that. We have it tucked away nicely. There's a nice spot right here on the Street Glide. We've put it in. And speaking of fuses, one thing that I do want to mention is make sure you pop this big fuse before you do any of this wiring. It's not going to hurt. And definitely will save you a lot of money in case you blow it. So we've popped that fuse. We did that from the get-go, but want to make sure I pointed that out. So from here we have it all wired up in the front. We have our wires run down to the back. All of our terminals are ready. We're ready to actually turn this on and see if we have some sound coming out. So that's what we're going to do right now. All right, here we go. Alright guys, extremely happy with how this turned out. The sound quality was amazing on this. Just by replacing those two speakers and getting a little juice behind it, just at half volume, it was even more crisp, way more loud than at full volume of the OEM. So if you like your music a little louder, like to hear it going down the streets, well worth your time and investment. For now, we've cut the wires to length, we've kind of tidied them up in here, secured our amp, repositioned our GPS, tucked all of our wires in nice and neat. Now we're ready to put the fairing back on. Hey, but if you haven't done so, please subscribe to our channel. We appreciate the support and we don't want you to miss any upcoming videos. One of the next ones we'll be doing is wiring the rear speakers of this. And so we'll show you how to do that, how to plug that in. And you definitely don't want to miss how that's going to sound afterwards. So thanks again. See you at the next video.